in Father Knows Best.
Starring Barbara Billingsley.
That's the way they all became the Brady Bunch. The Brady.
Guys like us, we had it made. Those were the days.
Nobody, I'll be your man. I'll be your man. I don't know who you think you are, but before the night is through, I wanna do bad things with you.
Welcome to Swordbox Ministries for our Tuesday message. Today Mickey talks about the dangers of what we put in our minds. There is an old saying that goes, garbage in, garbage out. The verse for the day is found in the 101st chapter of Psalms, verse 20.
I will set nothing wicked before my eyes. I hate the work of those who fall away. It shall not cling to me.
Continuing to talk about teenagers, today I want to talk a little bit about TV and movies, something that I know most teenagers spend a lot of time doing. Our verse for today says that I will set nothing wicked before my eyes. Now obviously when they wrote this, when this was written in the Psalms, they didn't have TV sets. But, you know, God knew exactly what to put in His Word. God knows exactly what we need to hear. And today, more than any other time in the history of man, we have at our fingertips so much absolute sin, wickedness, and garbage. It's going to be difficult to say no to our flesh if we're feeding it a steady diet of fleshly desires, such as sex and drugs and violence and foul language and power trips and just all the different things that we can find in movies and on our TV sets. You know, the TV shows and movies filled with these things pouring in our minds will have an effect on our lives. It'll have an effect on how we think, how we react, and how we behave. The movie cameras train our eyes, in case you haven't noticed, to look at a woman with pure lust. Graphic scenes of sex and violence do not go away when we turn the TV off. They're in our minds forever. They're locked in there. You know, young boys can have a lifetime filled struggling with sex addictions by feeding their flesh, watching pornographic material. You don't even have to watch pornographic material anymore. It's straight there on regular TV and cable. So I'll encourage you to pay attention to what you're seeing, what you're looking at. Just to give you an example, for how our entertainment industry has changed the way we see things and the way we behave. Have you ever watched a football game and a play happens and a bad call is made and the coach comes out running on the field, or the player walks away from the play and starts mouthing off, and before they go to commercial, they'll take the camera and they'll zoom in on the lips of the person who's mad, and you'll see his lips moving, and you can make out every little cuss word, every little horrible thing that they're saying, and you know, your mind is watching that. That's going into your mind, and you're seeing this. What sick person ever came up with, hey, let's slow-mo this and make sure we get all the cuss words, make sure we get all the anger, and you know, you watch that over and over and over and over. It's impossible to take that stuff in and it not affect your behavior and the way you react to things. So that's just one small example of how watching TV can really affect you. Now, I'm not saying that you can't watch a football game. I'm not saying you can't watch a movie, and God's not going to tell you that either. But the psalmist said, I will set no wicked thing before my eyes. If you know they're fixing to switch to something bad, turn the channel. If you know something bad just happened and that camera's going to come in slow-mo a bunch of filth, don't watch it. You have a right to say what you will and will not watch. And you also have a responsibility, because guess what? There's going to be consequences, just like we've talked before about the choices we made. I hope you will make good choices about what you decide to watch and what you decide to sit in front of you. and remember to set no wicked thing before your eyes. God bless you. Hope you guys are doing good at school. Keep checking.